Based on what you've told me, here's what I would suggest. For you, I would recommend the Terrace 1 tickets. These are some of the best seats in the upper bowl and offer unobstructed sideline view seats. They're a good value at $1,400 for the same great seat to all 42 of our home games. I would recommend a set of 4 tickets for you so that you or your sales manager can attend with your salespeople and their top prospects. You can get a set of 4 Terrace 1 tickets for $500 or $5,600. The cost to have a planned, controlled, new business effort is really quite nominal for the return. For each one of your salespeople to take just one key prospect out once a month and one current client a month, you would need 10 games per month or 60 games for the season. The return on investment is substantial. If each salesperson brought in only one new piece of business because of this focus on new business, your sales would increase to $125,000. Because you need 60 games, I recommend 4 full season tickets. That would leave 24 games for your employees or more customers. Your cost for 4 season tickets is only $5,600. How happy do you think you'd be with those results by giving this plan a try? That decision would be worth at least $125,000 in new business to you and maybe up to $250,000 in new business. Let me get this order in today. Don't worry about a thing. I'll take care of all the details. Would you prefer the seats with your name or the company's name?
I like the concept, but it costs too much.
How do you mean?
It just seems like a lot of money to put towards something that I'm not sure will be completely effective.
Well, let's draw a pros and cons list and see what all the benefits and possible problems would be with this. So here we have a pros cons sheet. For under the pros, the first pro is obviously that $125,000 in revenue that you could bring in using our tickets. The second pro would be the renewal of business. So let's say that each client renews for 1 year. Maybe you lose a client even. We'll just say that that equals out to $100,000 over the next year in new revenue. So your total increase in new sales for the pro column would be $225,000. You see how I arrived at that?
Yeah.
So then in the cons column, let's put in the cost it would take you to buy the tickets. That would be $14,400 total. And then the second con, really, the only thing I can think of is your concern about effectiveness, which is a valid con. But even your concern about effectiveness and this $14,000 cost to buy our tickets still does not even come close to the $225,000 in revenue that you could be making. So, how about we get this deal done? Would you like the seats in your name or your company's name?
Well, let me talk to my salespeople first, and then I can get back to you.
When would you talk to your salespeople?
Probably Thursday.
Didn't we just talk earlier and you told me that it wouldn't be too much to ask of your salespeople to spend just one night a month with a client and a prospect at one of our games?
I mean, I think it's reasonable.
You said yourself that our games are a great opportunity to develop relationships with your prospects. You can build that relationship and that'll bring in a potential of $125,000 in sales per year. Is that not right?
Sure.
Well, with all due respect, why even ask your employees or your salespeople for a vote? Just look at this letter from one of my past clients and see how they got through the similar questions that you're raising in their own salespeople.
Wow. It's rather impressive.
Good. I'm glad you see it that way. Now, how about we close out this deal? I can offer you our opt-out clause. So in the event that you still want to talk to your salespeople and work it out and see if they're on board with it, we can get the deal done today. I'll write up everything. I'll get you secured for those seats that you wanted. And then you can contact me on Monday. And as long as you contact me before Monday, after you talk to your salespeople, I'll be happy to cancel the deal if they're against it. But for now, why don't we get the deal done and get your seat secured so that you don't have to worry about it anymore?
Sure, that sounds great.
Now, would you like your name on the seats or your company's name?
I would like my name.
All right.